Welcome to proposed updates to the source protection plans for Ausable, Bayfield, and Maitland Valley regions. In this video, you will learn more about what is a source protection plan, who creates the source protection plans, who is affected by the plans, what activities are considered threats to drinking water, where municipal water supplies are vulnerable, why the source protection plans are being updated, what is being updated in the plans, how to submit comments, and how to find out more information or speak to staff. What is a source protection plan? A source protection plan is a set of policies designed to protect municipal sources of drinking water from contamination and overuse. Source protection is the first step in a multi-barrier approach to protect drinking water. The Clean Water Act of 2006 is legislation that was enacted to protect drinking water, created from the 2002 Justice O'Connor inquiry into the Walkerton water contamination tragedy, and from other contamination events that caused closure to municipal well supplies. Who creates the source protection plans? A local source protection committee of 12 people decide on policies for the plans. Committee members represent municipal, industry, commerce, agriculture, environment, property owners, and public at large. There is a plan for the Ausable Bayfield watershed and another one for the Maitland Valley watershed. Plans include assessment report information such as local watershed information and mapping of vulnerable areas. Updates are required as new wells or rules change. This is a picture of your local Source Protection Committee. Who is affected by policies in the plans? Source protection plan policies address existing or future threat activities taking place on properties in vulnerable areas near municipal wells or intakes to protect sources of drinking water. Policies can use different tools: prohibition of activities, risk management plan development, or education and outreach to manage the risks. Threats to drinking water in our area. If not managed properly, the following activities may contaminate the aquifer that is the source of municipal water: fuel storage, salt application and storage, waste storage, snow storage, sewage, chemical storage, fertilizer, manure, and pesticide application and storage. Where are water sources vulnerable? In our area, the highest vulnerability is near municipal wells. Areas around the municipal wells where the water supplies the system are mapped and given vulnerability scores. This is a wellhead protection area. The majority of the policies in a source protection plan are directed to areas that score 10. The two intakes that supply drinking water at Goderich and Port Blake have lower vulnerability due to the vast amount of water in Lake Huron. What is a wellhead protection area, or WAPA? A wellhead protection area is a vulnerable area that surrounds a groundwater well and shows how quickly water moves horizontally through the aquifer and is measured in years. The vertical flow is combined with the horizontal flow to calculate a vulnerability score for different areas within each WAPA between scores 2 and 10. This is a map of our area showing the wellhead protection areas and intake protection zones. As you can see, the WAPAs all take different shapes and sizes depending on their location and the water moving into those wells. You'll also see that the intake protection zones along the lake are outlined in blue. This is a schematic of what a wellhead protection area would look like. WAPA A is the 100-meter zone around the municipal well. It's the highest vulnerability and scores a 10. WAPA B is the 2-year time of travel for water to reach the well. This can have a moderate or high vulnerability. WAPA C is the 5-year time of travel, and it is the limit for chemical regulation of dense non-aqueous phase liquids. And WAPA D is the 25-year time of travel. There is no policies that apply in this area, however, it gives an indication of the recharge of the well. Why are the source protection plans being updated? As part of the Minister's approval of the original source protection plans in 2015 was a requirement that the plan policies be reviewed after several years to see if there were any implementation challenges. There are also changes to municipal wells that need to be incorporated in the plans, and the province has released new technical rules. As staff were working with property owners to implement the source protection plan, it became apparent that prohibiting dense non-aqueous phase liquids, or DNAPLs, such as some solvents, was unworkable. The prohibition area was WAPA A, B, and C, which created areas far too large to monitor. It was hard to determine if DNAPL storage was already established. So in the updated plan, the risk management plans would be used for WAPA B and C, and future prohibition of DNAPLs over 25 liters would only be for wellhead protection area A. The plan was also reorganized for clarity and readability. Updated wellhead protection areas. In Belgrave, a new replacement production well was drilled in 2021. Due to increased pumping rates at the well, from when the original wellhead protection area mapping was created many years ago, the new Belgrave WAPA had to be expanded. In Auburn and Palmerston, there were minor mapping changes to correct well location. This is the mapping for the new Belgrave wellhead protection area. You can see from the captions that read existing and amended zones how much the WAPA has expanded. However, the majority of the expansion is in the wellhead protection area D, where there is no policy effect. New provincial technical rules. These were released in 2021, and there were many changes to significant threat circumstances, such as 250-liter fuel tanks are now considered a threat above ground, whereas before they were only considered a significant threat below ground. Salt storage levels have dropped from 5 tons uncovered to 20 kilograms. Salt application in parking lots has gone from 80% impervious surface with a score of 10 to 30%. Now, all snow storage on commercial industrial lots is considered a significant threat. Previously, it was a 1 hectare pile. Waste has had several changes, including to small amounts of waste, such as waste oil. Minor revisions were also made to organic solvents, sewage, and agricultural policies. As part of these updates, consultation is required. Already completed is early engagement with the Ministry of Environment, Conservation and Parks, and pre-consultation with municipalities, ministries, and agencies. We are now in the public consultation phase. On Wednesday, January 11th, there will be a webinar, noon to 1:30 p.m. on Zoom. Wednesday, January 18th, an open house will be held in Wingham from 4:30 to 7 at the Hot Stove Lounge, North Huron West Cass Community Complex. On Wednesday, January 25th, an open house will be held in Clinton, 4:30 to 7 p.m. in the boardroom at the Central Huron Community Center Complex. Public consultation ends on February 10th, 2023. Please submit comments to Donna Clarkson at dclarkson@abca.ca. Do you need more information? Make sure to view the Have Your Say on Source Protection consultation video that was done by our Source Protection Committee member Alan Rothwell. It's available at sourcewaterinfo.on.ca. Do you have questions about the proposed changes and how it may affect your property? Would you like to view the documents in person? If so, please contact our staff. Drinking Water Source Protection Co-Supervisors Marilyn McDonald and Donna Clarkson. They can be reached at the numbers and emails shown on the screen. Want to learn more about source protection? Visit the Province of Ontario's Source Protection Information Atlas. You can use this online mapping tool to find out if your property is located in a wellhead protection area and what the vulnerability scoring will be for your property. You can also view short videos featuring more of our Source Protection Committee members on the website at sourcewaterinfo.on.ca. There is an introduction to the series by Source Protection Chair Matt Pearson. Alyssa Keller, Public at Large Rep, will take you on a virtual tour of the Seaforth Water Plant and Water Tower. Roland Howe, Industry Rep, talks about spills prevention in the Goderich Port and intake protection zone for the Goderich water supply. Environment Rep John Graham explains where the Goderich Municipal Water Supply intake is located and tours you through the Goderich Water Treatment Plant. Dave Frayne, Municipal Rep, explains what those drinking water protection zone signs you see in our region are all about. Jeanette Walker, Environment Rep, uses a groundwater model to show you how aquifers work and how contamination happens. In online mapping tools, agricultural reps Mary Ellen Foran and Bert Dykstra discuss the different ways that you can find source protection online mapping, including the Provincial Source Protection Information Atlas. Certified Crop Advisor Mervyn Erb and Realtor Rick Lobb talk about how they use these tools in their businesses.